Can you see it back there? Can you see it? It's not what you think, but it is. If that makes any sense. Alright, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave, like it always is, and you found do it yourself, do it right. And well, can you smell that? You smell that? You know what that smell is. Anybody that works on old bikes knows that smell. And well, I got another one coming up. Alright guys, just I got home a little bit ago and I couldn't wait to get the bike off the trailer, and I forgot that I had the tree guys here trimming back the tree. So I've been checking this bike out, looking it over, and I gotta say that it's pretty nice. It's nicer than I deserve, really, I think. Especially for 1971. This is the oldest bike that I've had on the channel. So hopefully you guys are ready to check this sucker out. Man. It doesn't get much more farm fresh than this bike right here. And I say that because, well, it wasn't really on a farm, but the guy did have some cool tractors. He had a couple of Alice Chalmers, checking the one out. And, he said he kept this in his garage for a bit, and then he sent it outside underneath a lean-to kind of thing. And it shows, it's dirty where it's supposed to be dirty, and some cobwebs. I paid extra for those. It does have some rust. It's not perfect, but for for a nice steel, what I think was a steel, missing a mirror. Okay, it's missing a mirror, but I'm gonna have to say that's probably about, well, I do have to do some investigating on the engine. There might be a blown head gasket, but this bike is of the two-stroke variety. So when you give her the beans, it smells like the beans. It goes bing, 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 bing. So that's easy. You just pop that head off, do some inspecting, put a new gasket down. So I think it's got a blown head gasket, but it does have compression. It does kick over. It sounds, sounds healthy. Sounds like a YZ80 that you can possibly dislocate your elbow on when you're a young wee lad. That's what gets you hooked on motorbikes in the beginning. And well, it's of the Suzuki variety. And well, that's what really got me interested. I haven't worked on a Suzuki. It's all been Hondas and Yamaha sprinkled in there here and there a little bit. and of course my Harley, but not worked on any Suzukis. So here we go. Between the price and it being a Suzuki, I just couldn't help myself. I saw it on Monday. I begged and pleaded with the guy to not sell it, and I would come and pick it up first thing Saturday morning when I was off work. And you know, he did me right. He said he had a bunch of people message him about it, and I know why. It was cheap, and it's a 2-stroke, and it's a Suzuki. So you know, he did me right, and you know, he held the bike for me. So let's show you some more of the cool bike. So what I said before was it's a 1971, and it is. It was actually born 2 of 71, and it is what they called a T350. They didn't really have a name. People nicknamed them the Rebel. The bigger brother is a 500, and the name of that one is a Titan. And I've seen a bunch of those around. I don't really see too many 350s around. So after doing some quick research on the old interwebs, people nicknamed them the Rebel. So I guess Suzuki was a Rebel before Honda was a Rebel. It does say 350, but I believe it's actually a 315cc, so that's a little misleading. It is 2-stroke, twin cylinder, 2-stroke. It's got dual carbs, petcock. It actually has like a fuel pump, which is a little different. I believe it's only a 5-speed. And all the goodness is underneath here. Your nice 2-stroke exhaust. We'll get up here. This is pretty cool. I really like the front drum brakes. I have it on my racer, and I'm gonna have it on the blue bike that I'm gonna build. And I just really like it. I think it's cool. It looks, it looks old. It works. And that's another thing that's kind of crazy about this bike, is everything works. The brake cables work, the brakes work, it goes through the gears, the clutch works, the pedal brake over here, that works. It's showing 74/74, which is kind of odd on the old odometer. I don't know if any of this works because there's no battery in it, and it hasn't ran probably since 2001. Here's the inspection sticker, 2001, and I'm guessing, just gonna go out on a limb here and say it might have been parked because it looks like the head gasket is blown. We'll determine that once we get a deep dive into it. This is just a hey, this is what I bought video. We'll do a will it run video on it. Actually, I'm going to do a how well is it going to clean up video, because I got something cool to tell you guys in the next video. So yeah, this is a perfect candidate. Continuing on, it has the shocks, and they are kind of rusty. It has has all the blinkers, this brake light. It's pretty complete, man. This bike it's so complete. I mean, I couldn't say no for the price. It doesn't have a key, unfortunately. That's I'll have to jumper it to see if if I'm getting spark and all that other good stuff. But something else that's kind of cool is you can see the inspection stickers, some old ones. I believe that's 1979. That's the year of my birth date, 1979. It's got this this rack, which I'm assuming was probably not a factory thing. It does say accessories on here. if you're a Suzuki guy and you know that if that's, you know, a factory Suzuki part or what that is, you know, put it in a comment below. I'm learning here. This is like I said, the first Suzuki, so I'm learning all the nuances. So on this side, of course, we got oil. This is your bean oil, and it has oil in it. It has a lot of oil in it, actually. You can see it in there. So that's also a good sign that it's been ran, you know, rather, you know, not so long ago. I have high hopes for this thing. I think this thing is gonna fire right up. At least I hope so. You can see the, you know, there's some oil mess in there. The carburetors, you know, it's messy in there. Oh, I see a washer. Got a washer for free. It's down over in there. That's well, that was worth the hour-and-a-half drive to pick the bike up to get a free washer. But it's dirty, you know. Look. I mean, a little bit of elbow grease is going to clean this bike up. I mean, look at the chrome. Look at that chrome. Look at that chrome. Now there are pits in it, but man, that's going to be nice and shiny. Hopefully I can get this off, get all that off. You know, I like getting stuff off. I'm definitely going to take this Fox sticker off the tank here. Not sure why that's on there. I hope and pray that that sticker was put on recently, because if the top of the tank is faded and then this isn't as faded, it's gonna leave that Fox, you know, that's gonna look weird. So hopefully that was put on. Well, let's see. Oh boy, she might not come off very well. It looks green underneath it. This is I don't know. This sticker, she's on there. She don't want to come off. We'll mess with that at another time. But yeah, that will come off. The seat looks all right. You know, it looks, I don't see any rips. So this will, it's still pliable, it's still plush. Usually these are all hard. You know, usually they're brittle. There is a rub mark. The seat was off. The way the seat goes on is weird. There's like a big catch up here, and then you got to put bolts in. You know, I'm guessing that's why Honda was a superior machine, because the Honda seats and Yamahas, they flipped up. You know, they flip up, not come all the way off, and then this thing is in the way. But you know, it's got NGK plugs in it, so those are newer plugs. And a horn. Horn. The frame is nice. It's not all rusted out. I checked up underneath there before. So, question for you guys is, now that I showed you the bike, how much do you think I paid for this bike? Put your comments below. See who's the closest. I even opened up the oil here, and there's oil down inside of there. Can't really see. Looks nice and clean. Can't see with the camera, I should say. This thing takes 1200 cc's worth of oil. I love that. You know, Honda did the same thing. They put it in cc's. So every time I go to fill her up, I got to do I got to go to Google and say how much is 1200 cc's in quarts or whatever. And, you know, it spits out a number, and that's got to do the conversions. Yeah, Japanese back in the day. The fork seals, pretty sure they're blown. You know, it's wheel. Well, it's not going to do it now, but putting it up on the trailer, they were really squishy. One thing that I did notice with this Suzuki Never noticed it before. As many Suzukis as I've seen out and about, the old ones, I never noticed that the headlight is not completely round. It's like flattened off here on the bottom. Never noticed that before. And the reason why I noticed that is, well, it looks like this bike has fallen over. These ears are kind of bent in a little bit. This this blinker's back a little bit. So that's the reason why I noticed it. Plus I was doing the whole rubbing thing with my finger, you know, seeing how nice the chrome is going to come out. I think it's going to be wonderful. Hopefully it's going to be wonderful. The guy asked me what I was going to do with the bike, and I told him what I normally do is I buy them, I fix them, get them running, I love them, and then eventually I sell them. And he was okay with that. So he was just happy to get it sold, for one, and he was happy that it was going to you know, somebody that has a little bit of experience getting bikes running, you know, that likes the old stuff. He was an older gentleman himself, and you know, I told him, well, check out my channel, and he said he was going to. I doubt he does. I doubt he does, but he might. So that's another winter project. Alright guys, well, like I said, if you know anything more specific about these bikes, go ahead and put your comments below. You know, I did the video with the Pan America, the Harley that I test rode. There are a lot of guys going on there commenting, saying, yeah, you know, the brakes are bad or whatever. And you know, that's nice. They've also said, man, it's the best bike that I've had. I jump on it, I go to the store. The one guy's like, I got a CVO, I never ride it, I'm riding my Pan America the most. So those are nice. So again, if you know anything more specific about these bikes, put it down there. You know, knowledge is key. The whole point of this channel is to spread knowledge, and not just mine. If you guys have knowledge, you know, put it down there. People like to read it, people like to see it. They watch these videos, they read the comments, just like I do when I watch other people's videos. I read the comments, I put my 2 cents in there. And you know, hopefully you do too, because you know, the knowledge on these bikes, you know, that stuff is going away. The old timers that really know about these, you know, they're not online too much. I found that the Facebook groups have a lot of knowledge, but there's also a lot of guys like me that are trying to bring these things back around, and we don't know exactly all the ins and outs, and we learn them, put the information out there. I don't know how many times I've gave advice to guys trying to get a CB360 back in time. I send them my video. If they have any questions, they can DM me. I know I'm always willing to answer people's questions. If I know the answer, I'm not going to bullshit you. If I don't know, I just don't know. I like this, I don't know. So if you guys know, put some information down there and be like, hey, look, you got to look out for this, or hey, yeah, those head gaskets blow out, or hey, whatever is pertinent to this bike, let me know, because I'm going to be working on it. And if it saves me 10 minutes from doing something or doing something wrong, that's great. So if you guys like these kind of videos, hit that like button. If you want to know when more videos are coming out, hit the notification bell. So like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And like always, till next time, thanks a lot.